Hi, my name is William Guilherme and I'm a Solutions Architect with the Zscaler Technology Alliances team. In this video, we'll show how Zscaler Posture Control can be integrated into Jira Incident Management Platform for incident creation whenever Zscaler identifies a security violation either in a cloud account or infrastructure as code repository. Before we get started, it's important to understand the prerequisites necessary for this integration. First, you must have an administrator account in the ZPC portal with permissions to configure the ITSM integration. Next, you must have a Jira developer or production instance. It's important to mention that Atlassian does offer a developer instance which can be obtained for free. Finally, you also need a Jira administrator account with permissions to configure the integration within the Jira tenant. To get started, log in as administrator into the ZPC portal, then navigate to the administration menu and select Integrations. In the Integrations page, we'll select Add under the ITSM section. Provide a name to the integration, then select Jira and click Next. In the ITSM Details page, we'll copy the ZPC product URL, which we will use in the Atlassian portal to generate the client ID and secret. To get started with the Atlassian configuration, first log into your Atlassian production or developer instance as administrator. Select the Create button and then select the OAuth 2.0 integration. Provide a name to the integration, in this case we'll call it Zscaler Posture Control. Then accept the Developer Terms box and click in Create. We'll now configure the permissions by selecting the Permissions option and then Jira API by clicking in Add and Configure. We now need to select the scope the API call will be allowed to use by clicking in Edit Scopes. For this demo, we'll select View Jira Issue Data, View User Profiles, and Create and Manage Issues and then click in Save. Next, we must set up the authorization by providing the ZPC URL callback within the Jira application. To accomplish that, we'll navigate to the Authorizations page within the Atlassian Developers portal. Select Add, and then paste the callback URL we copied from the ZPC portal, then click in the Save Changes. Once the changes are saved, we can now copy the client ID and client secret, which we will use to finalize the configuration in the ZPC portal. To accomplish that, navigate to the Settings page and then copy the client ID and client secret, then save this information in a secure location. To finalize the integration within the ZPC portal, we'll navigate back into the ZPC portal and provide both the client ID and client secret information. Then select the Authorization button, and this action will redirect us to the Atlassian authorization page where we can then click in Accept, which will then redirect us back into the ZPC portal. Back in the ZPC ITSM Details page, we can now select which Jira project we want ZPC to send alert notifications to. In this example, we already have a project called Zscaler Posture Control. Select the project and then click Next. In the summary page, we can then click in Finish, and notice that the integration status will remain in pending until alert notifications start being sent to the Jira project. Once the integration is configured, we can now configure the notification alerts by navigating to the Alerts menu and selecting Notifications. Then select the Create rule, and in the General Information page, provide a name to the alert rule. Then select the alert type to which ZPC should be sending notifications to Jira. In this example, we'll select the cloud as the alert type. Then enable the rule by selecting Alert Rule Status and then clicking Next. In the Scope page, we can make different scope selections to which we want to receive notifications for in the Jira platform. You can select the specific business units, cloud providers, accounts, and regions. Under the Select Policy section, ZPC provides several compliance frameworks which you can select according to your organization compliance requirements. Aside of the compliance frameworks, you can also select the severity of alerts you'd like to receive as well as the threat category and policy type. In this example, we'll sort out the policy types by cloud and then select Policy to select all policies and then clicking Next. Finally, we can now configure the notification channels we want ZPC to send alerts to. For this example, we'll select Jira under ITSM ticketing section, then select Jira, which is the integration we configured previously. In the assignee field, we'll provide the email address where we want incidents and notification alerts to be sent to. Then we can select when we want the notification alerts to be sent. In this example, we'll choose to receive notifications for both closed and resolved alerts. Then clicking Next, and you can then review the configuration and perform changes as needed, and then clicking Finish. Aside of creating notification alerts for cloud accounts, we can also create notification alerts for infrastructure as code compliance violations. Similarly to what we did previously, select the Create a Rule button, and in the General Information page, provide a name to the alert rule. Then select the alert type to which ZPC should be sending notifications to Jira. In this example, we'll select the IAC as the alert type, then enable the rule by selecting Alert Rule Status and clicking Next. In the Scope page, we can make different scope selections to which we want to receive notifications for in the Jira platform. We can select any of the supported types of scan plugins such as GitHub Actions, GitLab, Azure Pipelines, and Azure Repos. Depending on the type of scan plugin you select, the list of repositories associated with that plugin will be listed. Under the Select Policy section, ZPC provides several compliance frameworks which you can select according to your organization compliance requirements, as well as the severity and the policy types. In this example, we'll sort out by cloud type as AWS, and then select Policy, and then clicking Next. Finally, we can now configure the ITSM platform to which we want ZPC to send notifications to. For this example, we'll select Jira under the ITSM ticketing section, then select our Jira integration, and then provide an email address in the assignee field, as well as when we want a notification alert to be sent. In this example, we'll choose to receive notifications for both closed and resolved alerts. Then clicking Next, and then you can review the configuration and perform changes as needed and clicking Finish. We can now navigate to our Jira project and verify which incidents ZPC have alerted us about. Within our Jira project called Zscaler Posture Control, we have several alerts which were generated. For this demonstration, we'll select one of the incidents generated by ZPC. Notice that ZPC provides a detailed description of the issue that triggered that alert by listing several types of information such as which cloud provider and account was affected. In this case, we can see it was AWS. The alert also contains the predefined Zscaler policy ID for this violation, the category of the resource, which in this case is compute, as well as the risk and severity of the alert. All this information enables DevSecOps teams to make quick decisions on how to address compliance and security remediations in their cloud environment at great speed.